All right, I'm going to respond what was escapism. I'm going to start saying that it started with the Industrial Revolution, which was a great time to progress, and with that much progress, people started to migrate to big cities that were becoming overpopulated. Therefore, these cities become dirty and this is reading. So it was not a surprise when people decided to escape that. Therefore, American romantics writers embraced that in notion through escapism. This is where the mind allows you escape harsh conditions by taking to a place that is purely beautiful.
Moments where imagination and escapism. For that time, the Industrial Revolution happened, and many people started to migrate from cities to rural areas. Also, we have to talk about individualism. As you know, for that time, some years ago, American independence happened. For that reason, they wanted to get this kind of distance from Europe as a feeling of freedom. We have to talk about nature as a source of spirituality. Puritans were persecuted by British army. But also, we have to talk about looking to the past for wisdom, and finally, the perception of how the people started to see basically common man as a hero. Talking about supernatural and Gothic, the writers started to explore mystery, fear, the dark side of the humanity as a literary. Finally, we have to talk about nationalism feeling. For that time, they wanted to get a new voice or a new literary voice separate from Europeans' traditions.
One and American one. Talking about here the British man, European man. This person was sophisticated. Secondly, this person was charming with good manners. And in the third place, we can also say this person was successful with ladies. But additionally, it is possible to say this person is normally seen as an adult. Now, taking into account the American perspective man, this person was awkward. It was not. This person was not very charming. This person wasn't good enough with ladies, but this person was innocent and young. Now, on the other hand, it's possible to say that the main big difference between the British man, the European man, and the American man was the sense of honor, the moral code. The American man didn't have a moral code. This person didn't follow rules. This example, we can see it in characters such as Indiana Jones and heroes in Star Wars. Now, taking into account the reasons about why American Romanticism appeared, it was basically because of a migration process. People were moving from other states, from other cities, even inside the United States and to the border, the frontier, such as Mexico, such as the border between the United States and Canada, looking for a high sense of identity that made people have a different perspective and create their own identity.
So, European Romantic writers saw nature as an emotional and moral inspiration, as it reflected the beauty, purity, and truth, a way of escaping the industrialized and artificial world. Also, they consider this as a way to reconnect with deep feelings and the essence of humanity. On the other hand, American Romantic writers saw nature as a source of spirituality and not only as as a beautiful but secret, therefore, a direct path between human soul and the divine. So, nature became a symbol of individual freedom, self discovery, and harmony with the universe. Just to conclude, both traditions valued nature, but Europeans focused on emotional and moral beauty, while Americans saw it as a path to spiritual truth and independence.